Good morning, YouTube. This is seriously how my hair looks in the morning. Let me fix that. Okay, ta-da, I'm done. Good morning, YouTube. Dana James here, the Gains Goddess. Just doing a little bit of prep at the moment. That's not what this video is about at all. So anyway, I was just speaking to a friend of mine in London, and he was telling me that he helped some girls out at the gym with their weights or machines or whatever they were doing, and they turned around and said, well, I don't want to put on a lot of muscle. It wouldn't look good on me. So he turned around and was like, you need to go check out Dana James. So he gave him my URL, blah, blah, blah. But so that is my point today. First of all, that's more than 3 ounces. First of all, it takes a lot of effort. A lot of effort to put on muscle for women. First of all, we do not produce testosterone the way men do. So we have to work a lot harder in a sense. Second of all, the difference between building muscle and toning up is the same damn thing. Okay, it's a light word that gets pushed around and used like, oh, girls will come in like, I just want to lose some weight, tone up, and I don't want to put on a lot of muscle. And I'm sitting there going, so you want to build muscle? Okay. Again, I will say this, I don't know how many times, but it's the same thing. When you're training with weights, for instance, you're going to actually utilize a certain energy source. It's kind of off track, but you'll get it in a minute. And we usually need more carbohydrates. So eating salad all day and no protein and thinking that non-fat or low fat is a good thing. Fat is actually good for you, and sugar is not. So you got it backwards there. Society has it backwards, and there's a reason for it. But we won't go into that part. So diet is important, so you need to eat right. So going out and doing it on your own is not a good idea. Again, refer to my last video, hire a coach or a PT. We studied, we know what we're talking about. Yay! So yeah, if you want to tone up, you need to lift some weight up, okay? You're not going to lift 5 pounds and go, boom, okay? It's not gonna happen. I've been training for over 5 years now, or 6 years, I don't even know. And then I actually did a bulk, my first bulk ever. That's what got me my hypertrophy, so, and shape. There's so many different types of training as well, in accordance to what you want to do. So figure out that exactly as well. Okay. Figure that out. For instance, say you want to look like a Victoria's Secret model. Okay, those girls don't go build muscle. Okay, but they're still going to do a lot of, I know this because I actually trained one of them. They do a lot more of HIIT style training, circuit training, but there's still weight in it, okay? They do a lot of cardio, but it's high intensity cardio, not just walking on the treadmill. When we just walk on the treadmill and do low intensity cardio, we are gonna burn more fat if you're doing it fasted, because I don't know how to explain this in simple terms. It pretty much takes the fat and brings it into your bloodstream, and then we use something else and that brings it into a muscle to use as energy. Okay, that's how we burn it. But that doesn't mean that if you're gonna sit on the treadmill or go running for 2 hours, okay? It doesn't work the same. There's certain ways to do things. It's scientific. The body is extremely, what's the word for it? There's a lot to know, okay? Being a PT or being a coach, knowing about nutrition, it all comes under the same kind of field as a doctor. No, I am not comparing myself to being a doctor. I am not a doctor. They do different things. but it's still very scientific. There's a lot to know in how everything works together to be able to achieve what you want to achieve. Okay, so again, referring back to my last video, if you haven't watched it, called Invest in Yourself, go watch that and then come back and watch this again. So there's a lot to know, okay? I don't know how many times I've seen a client come in and say, I just want to learn a couple of machines because I want to lose weight. I know I'm going to just, I've been eating really well. I've eaten a lot of salad and I kind of saw a little bit of change, but blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's fine. Go do it. Come back to me in a year because you haven't changed one bit. There's also, with nutrition, has to do with a lot about your cravings. There's something called priming, okay? So you're all day, you're like, I'm just eating salad and I'm just gonna drink a bunch of water. And then you're like, okay, I'll just have one chip. Just one chip, okay? Psychologically, things go on as well, so it's not just the physical. You have that one chip, boom, you just began priming. Priming means your body's telling you, I'll have another one, I'll have another one, I'll have another one, okay? So when you're yo-yo dieting a lot as well, you're gonna go through something where your body kind of turns off this little signal and it doesn't tell you when not to stop eating. So when you're really, when you're really full and you're like, oh my God, this tastes so good. But it's just like, you're full by that time. And you're like, you could look at your diet food and you're like, I don't want that, I don't really feel like it. But you look at the other food and you're like, yeah, I want that, okay? Your body has turned off the fact that it's telling yourself to be full. Anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to go through today. Let me finish my prep because clearly I've just done like nothing, and I really have to get to the gym today. It's leg day. Woo! I'm 2 weeks out, holding a bit of water, but I'm good. It's good. All right. So if you have anything you want to know, put it down in the comments or email me. Dejna.james.fit.training. I'll put the email in the description. So just ask me anything, anytime. I may gather a few of your questions and do a video just on tips and tricks, kind of like this one. But again, you don't put on muscle that easily, okay? There's a lot of knowledge to it. You do have to lift very heavy, and there's a certain amount of rep range, blah, 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 blah. Then there's your diet, water, okay? So again, hire a PT or hire a coach, all right? Have a blessed day.
Factory.
Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette.